How about if we just cut some opal? Straight here from the opal dungeon. We need a few more stones for Christmas. We're getting close to having the 36 gifts that I know I need. I'm sure there's one or two people that I've probably forgotten, so I need a couple bonus ones or buffer ones in case there's more people than I can think of. But we're going to finish cutting the lambina parcel with a piece of cooper that I think might cut good. And we're just going to do a cutting video and cut some opals and hope a couple of these turn out really nice. Brandy Presley, you didn't watch the last video all the way to the end because you commented that you hoped that you were the winner of those opals, but I don't think you watched the video all the way to the end. So you better go back and watch that one, or look at my reply to your comment. But anyway, back on track. Let's look at the opals we're going to cut. Some lambina, some cooper. All right, let's jump into it. Can you tell which ones are the lambina and which one is the cooper? I'm not even sure I got this right. This might have been the cooper that I grabbed here. I suspect it might be. But this one for sure is lambina. Sorry. This one for sure is lambina. A little color bar right down there low on it, I think. We got that one. This one. I'm not sure about these ones. There's color in there. See what that one cuts. I'm sure that this one is lambina. Can't mistake that skin and that gray base on that. Clearly not a straightforward cut, but definitely some color in there. We'll see what we can do with that. This one I know is from the Opal Lovely parcel. You can't really see it right now, but see if I can get it. Maybe you can see it. But there is some color down in there that looks pretty good once we get through that skin. Oh, there you go. We're hoping that one cuts nice. And then there must be another lambina in there because I don't think this is one of the lambina ones. I think this is another cooper. Let me go see if I can find the other lambina. They might have got mixed up. That one doesn't look like it's fun enough to cut. Well, maybe. We'll leave that one as a reserve. I'll be right back, hopefully with the other lambina. Well, I couldn't find one that looked more lambina than this one, so that must have been the other piece. Or maybe it's just lost. Either way, we'll cut that one. We definitely have 3 lambina here. Should we start with this one right here? Start it off with something that I really like the potential on. See what I'm seeing there? Let's peek into this one and see what we potentially have here. See color clear back into here. Which side do we want to come in from? I'm thinking this side right here. Nothing yet. Okay, there's a hint. See how this is facing right here? And we see the color all the way through here. Maybe with that red we need to go in from this side. Let's look at that option. I'm trying to scratch off that sand. This is thin enough, I don't dare go in too much anywhere. I don't see any color here on this end. I see a little bit right there. I see some right there, but I don't see any right here in this corner. The sand goes in thick. It's going to be too thin if it's got to go through the sand. this side is that big sand blob right there. It's going to eat up a lot. But maybe that's our stone. Maybe we got a stone right there.
Peek in here. One more last little chance.
A little stone right there on that corner. That sand ate up all this other corner here. If we could have came from this side, there's enough real estate, we could have possibly got a better stone, but if I go down any further, the good color's here. So that's our stone right there.
Question is,
so there's our color right there, but it dies and shows up again here. There's still no color here. Color from there to there. I'm not sure if we're going to get that big cavity right there out of there without losing quite a bit. And that crack runs right there. See it? That crack runs right there. Starts right here. Right there.
The crack killed us.
Divot killed us.
See, if I'd have just wimped out and done a freeform, we'd have had 2 or 3 carats here, and I'd claim a big success, and this cut a nice stone and everything.
We could ignore that crack right there.
Yep. All right, let's move to the next wheel. We're back. And we're back. You guys will have to tell me, those of you that are cutting, what's your experience with Lambina? Were you able to get some Lambina from back in the day when Lambina was actually actively being mined and was readily available? Or have you, like me, been sort of left with cutting what's left and hoping for the best? That's kind of what we got here.
look at what we ended up with here. This one right here, beautiful green color. But we have the inclusion left in the face, and we have the crack that spirals from that inclusion all the way around and through here. What we actually only ended up with is about that much of a stone, maybe a half a carat if we wanted to recut it, which I'm not inclined to do. A little picture stone. It has a little bit of color, a little bit of character. Has a black stripe going through it. It's nothing I would ever set or use, but I guess they're all a lesson. Not everything in life works out. You can put a lot of effort in and do everything right and still not have it work out. I gotta go find a piece of rough now that will work out. Hold tight. Let's find something that'll actually cut. All right, how about if we do this? We've got this one. That ought to cut something. We've got this one. That ought to cut something. We've got this setting that needs a stone. And we've got this beautiful stone that is just simply too thin for its size. I would never set that as it is, but it's too nice not to be used. So if we can't get a stone out of one of these two, we'll cut this one down and put it in that setting. That's the plan. So let's put the setting over here. Start with these two right here. Wash your hands of all that nasty lambina mess. Turn on our water. Start with whatever one hits our hands first. We want to go in from, I think, the top right here. Sandy spot right there, right in the middle. Okay, we dop that up, try to cut ourselves a little stone. Right there. Good grief, that's horrible. Let's pray for this one. Cross your fingers, good grief. We've made the Opal gods angry. Have some color going on here. Not a lot of color in that edge right there, so chance there. And I guess I need to remind myself we're trying to cut an old circle or round. Maybe we should just try for the round there for that pendant. Let's see. All right, we're gonna make something least this one, and hopefully this one. I know these are plain little pendants, not a whole lot of bells or whistles on them, but they're cute little.
I mean, anybody could wear that. I'm not even sure if I was pointing at the right wheel in that last section. We'll see. We just got to get this one into a nice, pleasing oval.
That's about an 8 by 10, my favorite ring size. It's now thick enough.
I think in the it's an appropriate thickness for its size. I mean, I would still rather have it another mil thicker if I could, but we're dealing with what we have, not what we want in Opal, right? How often do we get what we want?
Look at that color. Boom! I think we got a nice, pleasant oval shape now. We have a pretty flat dome. It's like a little bit high right there.
Actually, I don't think so. I think it's just water on it. Now that I look at it directly on. Okay, all of this now is just
Points coming off of it, so we're ready to polish that sucker.
and hope that this one works out as to what we need for the pendant. So refine our shape into a perfect circle is what we're going for. So we still have enough material here
To just barely. We're just right in there. See that?
So now we just need to basically polish this. Finish cutting in the dome. Unfortunately, it looks like this is not going to face from the top like it does from the side, which is we can go down a little bit more and hope that we get it a little bit better brightness.
So look how it hits there from the side. Versus the top.
We're going to go down a little bit more to see if there's not just a little bit of a skin or a cloud on it.
Starting to improve, right? Alright, we'll see if they have a polish with enough brightness that I would set it. But it still looks like it's going to hit better from that angle than that angle. Maybe it's just where the light's facing right now.
I'm going to try and keep my shoulder out of the camera. I'm going to try and give you a good view of what I'm doing. I'm going to try and not talk when this wheel's making horrible noise. I got a lot to do here. My job here is just to get the scratches from the last wheel out and get it ready for polish. Come on, what's not to like about that one? Again, I wish it was thicker, but it's not what I would say is too thin for its size anymore. Ready to polish. Alright, a little polish reveal. Set that one in a ring. How about this one? And I think we might have came out with something there. What do you think? Did we win? Okay, before I show you these two stones, I'll show you a little something I made today. You'll get a kick out of this. So I'm always trying to find ways to show you guys these stones in light that reflects what I can see. And some stones look really good in white light. Some look good in the yellower light, sunlight. They all, I mean, if you catch the right stone in the right light, it might look twice as good as the one next to it. That's actually a better stone. And so I did a little something here just as a test, and you'll get a kick out of this. So this is a cardboard box with an LED light cut into the bottom of it. And then an LED light coming from this side, which the video I filmed today I did just with this light here, but this is kind of yellowish. This is kind of whitish. So now the test is to see with these two stones I'm going to show you, does this balance right here show the stones the best, or am I still looking for the best way to show them to you how I see them? Okay, so here you have it under the white light. Here you have it kind of out in the shade. And here you have it kind of in the yellower light. Which one do you prefer? It'll help me know how to film stuff. Which one do you think best represents? So yellow light out of direct light and white light. Okay? Comment if you would. Okay, we weighed this one right here. 1.5. Like 1.51, just over 1.5 carat and a half. It's still a little thinner than you would like, but not too thin to be set and be a beautiful ringstone, I think. I think that was a success. This one right here came in at 1.79, 1.8, and then it clicked down to 1.79. And it fits that little setting, just like we hoped it would. Let me set that one. I'll show you it set. And thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you would. We're getting ready for Christmas, making Christmas presents. These are all getting given away. Okay, there it is, set in my cardboard light box. I think it turned out to be perfect. It's perfect for what it is. Just a little simple pendant, maybe for one of the kids or something. And I think it came out good. And our other stone worked out just like we'd hoped, and we made it into something that is now usable, settable, valuable, and we dropped it. But can't complain about that. That's a beauty, beauty, beauty. Never gets old looking at them. It just doesn't. You know, sometimes I wake up in the morning and reach over and look at opals before I climb out of bed. Ones that I've looked at the night before, they haven't changed, but there's just something about them. Is there not? All right, we have another set of earring stones I think that we were successful on. Again, this was 2 stones that I pulled out of my not good enough to set. One of these had a sand spot on one side, and the other one was just kind of had a skin on it that was not allowing it to face that good. So I pulled these 2 out, cut them down a little bit further, got the sand spot out, got the skin off, and we got a set of meant to be earring stones. Another one for the night, another one for the Christmas present list. Alright, to end the video, there we go. One more on the Christmas list checked off. Set a pair of stones that would have been not used if I hadn't recut them. Something that I liked. I like them. Alright, there is the next set of earring stones. I cut that pair that I cut last night down a little bit to fit some earrings that I already had. That ought to be a very nice set. Alright, we successfully set 2 sets of earrings. I think very nice sets. Had to cut all of these down from larger opals, but in this case, these 2, they were ones I wouldn't have set. I didn't like them before. This one, I could have set both of those into ring stones, but I wanted some earring pairs, so sacrifices were made. Anyway, we're getting closer. 36 gifts by Christmas.